Hello, my name is Jesus, and today I'm going to be talking about the milestones of the Hispanic heritage, or the milestones, and what are the big characters and events that have taken place over history. Um, uh, we start a we start a trip in 1609 when Conquistador Don Pedro settled in Santa Fe, New Mexico, making it the oldest capital city in North America and the first foreign capital that was captured by the U.S. during the U.S.-Mexican War. In August of 1821, the Treaty of Cordoba established the Mexican independence from Spain, making Mexico a new country that is just like its neighbor, the U.S., that gained its independence from a large global powers, or better known from gaining its independence from the UK. In September of 1822, Jose Hernandez became the first Hispanic Congress member, serving the 17th Congress until March of 1823. Through 1910 to 1917, long and violent Mexican revolutions caused a surge of Mexicans to cross the U.S. border from El Paso, Texas, serving as El Mexican Ellis Islands. According to, to Library of Congress, the U.S. Census found Mexican immigrants to have tripled the populations between the 1910s to 1930s from 200,000 to 600,000. February 5th, 1917, Congress overrides a veto by President Woodrow Wilson to pass the Immigration Act of 1917. It also included a literacy test for all immigrants older than 16, requiring them to read and also listen to languages for entry. March of the same year, President Wilson signed the Johns Shadford Act, granting U.S. citizenship to Puerto Ricans and creating a legislative to in the island's territories. When the U.S. Was about to enter World War One, it also it also gives Americans a stronghold and allows Puerto Ricans to join the U.S. Army. Eventually, 20,000 Puerto Ricans were drafted to serve in the conflict. May 28, 1924, Congress created the Border Patrol, the part of the Department of Labor Immigration Bureau, as established in the Hard Labor Act of 1924. In 1925, the patrol area included the seacoast, and later in 1932, it was divided with one direct in charge of the Canadian border and one charge of the Mexican border. So, in March of 1966, so a big leap, Cesar Chavez, a director of the National Farmers Workers Association, led 75 Latinos, Filipinos, farmers workers on a Hispanic 340-mile march from Delano, I hope I'm saying that right, California, to the state capital in uh, that's I cannot pronounce that, drawing attention into the demands of grape growers in the march, held at the sunset of a strike that would last 5 years, lasted 25 days, and upon arrival on Easter Sunday, the group is met by a crowd of over 10,000 later that summer. November 6, 1986, President Ronald Reagan signed the Immigration Reform and Control Act into law, granting 27 million long-term immigrants permanent legal status, but also restricting increasing border security and making it illegal for employers to knowledging hire unauthorized workers. August 29th of the of 1989, Cuban immigrant Liana Rose is the first Hispanic woman elected to Congress, later becoming the first woman to the chair the House Foreign Affairs. Over 30 years, 15 terms, the Republican from Miami served in the Florida House and Senate before representing the state's 110th district in 1990. Dr. Antonia Neve is appointed to the first woman and the first Hispanic U.S. surgeon during under Bush in 1993. In that same year, Eileen, Ochada becomes the first Hispanic woman to travel to outer space, a big leap for Hispanics and for women of that time. January 22nd of 2003, the U.S. Census Bureau released statistics showing that Hispanics are the country's biggest minority group with a population around of 37 million, while the black population stands at only 36.2 million. August 8th of 2009, Sonia Sotomayor is sworn in by Chief Justice John Roberts as the first Hispanic Supreme Court justice and the third woman to serve in the courts of the Supreme Court. Raised in the Raised in a house project in South Bronx, New York, she is the daughter of a Puerto Rican parents and previously served on the board of directions for the Puerto Rican Legal Defense and Education Funds. And that is gonna be all for today for my Hispanic Heritage Month. Uh, I hope everybody has a good day, a good month, and a good Hispanic month. And I'll see you later.